Diaz Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here goes another one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I said, Guard! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You ready for another one? Bye-ya, bye-ya, bye-ya. All it is, you can tell by that thumbnail right there. Gilligan 22. To chase a predator. Okay, no? Now, what's been going on over there on No Jumper is boo-boo, ow boo-boo, caca. A sinking ship, a Titanic broken in half. These vatos might as well go start a podcast called Finding Bigfoot, because I'm telling you right now, in a menudo style and direct fashion, it definitely isn't quite working out over there. Did I see it coming? Just like she sees me coming. It ain't really nothing to it but to do it. But one thing I wanted to talk about that really piqued my interest, really caught my attention, because I'm so avid about this, is to catch a peon or to catch a predator. Now, it's a show that we all know about. Under the Dateline, right? It's a show that, you know, for those of you that have never seen it, you know, it's the old Folsom setup. You know, where a person acts like they're a certain age online to attract someone who's attracted to those people that are of a younger age online. And somewhere along the lines, some bata named Chris Hansen comes in prancing through this, with a one horse open, and busts them, and they get caught up. Now, I think it's a great way to put people on blast, to expose them for what the filth and who they really are, the degenerate natures in which they carry themselves. And it was funny. Half these dudes be condoms sticking out, talking about, nah, man, they just wanted a pizza. They always wanted a pizza. Huh? They want pizza and a spray. Now, trip out. I don't know about if you guys know about the allegations that were against Adam, but you know, there were some allegations that he actually was involved with the 16-year-old, to which he didn't deny it. He admitted it. You know, hey, my bad, I messed up. She was young, you know what I mean? And right? And it went down. Guard! It's not supposed to go down like that. Somewhere along the lines, I guess it became acceptable. I guess it was cool. I guess, well, no one tripping. I guess all these rappers and all these street thugs with street credibility from wherever they're from decided to turn a blind eye to that. Now, I know Poetik Flakko definitely turned a blind eye to it, and I'm going to explain what has went on in the past couple of days and why this, after all this time, is relevant. First of all, it would have stood relevant with me. If I would have known that my boss is a shady character in that fashion, he wouldn't have never been my boss. In fact, he wouldn't even been around. But that's just me, you know, orderly SPM, you know. This guy, Poetik Flakko, had an interview. Now, he had an interview with some YouTubers that have a channel, they're hunters, perv hunters. They basically do the same thing that Chris Hansen was doing on a smaller scale, but they're really diligent in what they're doing, and they're really into what they do. They're true believers, man. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, if that's their boat, if they want to go out there looking for these type of individuals, for the most part, there's no violence involved. You know, they're going out there putting people on blast and checking them for devious behaviors. When you're a deviant in what you do, believe you will be held accountable. There's people out there that are willing and able to hold you accountable for the pressure that you've applied. And especially when it involves children or any old folks or things like that, people got something to say. They're very adamant about how they feel. And I agree and I salute them, right, for doing what they do. Well, anyways, somewhere along the lines, Poetik Flakko decides, you know, at the end of the day, to invite them to No Jumper. Oh, hell no, right? Cello. So they pull up. But what type of intentions did they pull up with? Did they pull up with the intentions to have an honest and candid interview? Or did they pull up with the intentions to put Poetik Flakko, No Jumper, and Gilligan 22 on blast? Oh, shout out to Milk for letting me use the name Gilligan 22. Bang, bang. You know, these individuals pulled up with an agenda. I'm used to that. I'm used to people pulling up with an agenda. Now, in this case, I support the agenda. I support this message. Orale, Obama. The reason I support this message is because they made it a fact to not be biased. They don't care whose platform they're on. If there's some papeles, if there's some paperwork, if there's something out there, they are going to put it out there. They're going to ask questions. They're going to inquire because that's what they do. This baboso Poetik Flakko brings individuals on not even his platform. He's just the peon. You know what I mean? He's just the big fat guy in the back. Pizza the Hut, right? He's back there on Adam's platform when they know Adam got these cases on him. Eat over to see. You know what I mean? Leaning the plate. What are you doing, girl? But then, you know what I mean? What's happening? Anyway, so trip out. These guys were smart enough to ask Poetik Flakko. You know, they baited him. Smart. The way they did it, the tactics they used, it's like popping. It's like boogaloo shrimp. But you know what I mean? They came in that one, they slide. And they slid in. Guard, I said they slid in, right? Woods, brother, they slid. The only thing I know about slid is, can you slid me some coffee? You mean slide. However you want to do it, brother. Just make sure it's keefy, right? So they slid in there and they were able to manipulate Poetik Flakko, but who isn't? You know, he's just, I call him Boogaloo Brown, right? You know, Boogaloo Brown. So Boogaloo Brown's sitting there, you gonna eat that cornbread? You know, all fat, sloppy, and sweating. And these guys were able to manipulate him and bait him into the questions that they wanted answered. So they asked a question about this new guy that Adam has brought on that's a reformed American History X guy. You know, and I'm a true believer in sometimes you could change your mind frame. I did. You know, at one point in time, I hated my enemies from the South. At one point in time, I was full-fledged on. And somewhere along the line, they gained a whole lot of respect for me. Them as well as the Bulldogs. You know, shout out to Fresno, Railways. Some of you got at me like, hey, you were taking shots at us yesterday. And I never take no shots at Fresno. I didn't keep it real. What the? That's gang. You don't like a little capping? Well, then it is. Get to capping. What the fuck? You know, I'm just going to be real. Shout out to the real ones from Fresno. They know what it is with me. You know, real gang. So trip out. I, at one point in time, had certain feelings about people. I tripped. I thought I was quick to slip the clip, and I had the ways of my thinking I felt were untouchable. You know, I was unimpressionable. No one could tell me nothing. Hey, fuck them mother. This is how I was. Get up, Chucky. Get down, Spider. Esperanza. I felt like everyone on the other side was Al Boo Boo, and they couldn't compare to the heat that I was bringing when eventually over time and gradually I gained a whole amount, even more respect than I've ever thought I could possess, right? Gained a lot of respect, a lot of admiration. I was like, hey, these vatos are really cool dudes, man. I was the one that was the dummy. I was the one that was the poop butt. I was the one that was mixed up. It didn't take being pushed away from the gangs to realize that. I realized that way before any of that ever happened. Even as an active member, doing my thing of whatever I was doing to whoever I was doing it for or with, I honestly and truly showed a lot of people a level of respect if they had that coming. Anyone that was worthy of that. Now, to sit here and say that, you know, he brings a reformed skinhead or whatever he has onto his platform, I don't know why, right? What type of element or what type of story he's going to bring, one never knows, does one. I guess because the wind's blowing, we're going to find out. You know? Oh yes, there will be sangre. We're going to find out. But I don't knock the man for his change in views. Maybe at one point in time he was trooping. I thought he was like he was from Orange County. He was getting his F troop on, right? He was trooping. And then he decided that if for no other reason, you know, maybe he had the wrong mentality or he was educated and indoctrinated by individuals that were pure hate. And that's not really where he was coming from. Whatever, that's his story. I'll let him tell it because I don't know the vato from Gilligan 22. But like they say, you know, birds of a feather will flock together. So he's definitely reformed, and I guess Adam brought him into the fold. Now, when they asked Poetik Flakko, these three guys, or these guys, the perp hunters, when they asked him, or that question, do you think a man can be reformed, can change his views? Poetik Flakko fell right into the bear trap. Cocaine bear. He fell right into it. He said, well, yeah, of course, anybody can change. I agree. Then they proceeded to ask about a deviant, someone who did things that they weren't supposed to do at some point in time, to which he said, well, nah, them type of people is different. Well, no, hell no. Oh, hell no, they're different, cuz. Oh, power rule, they're different, right? Oh, are they? So would you accept them if they changed? Oh, no, I couldn't do that. No, I would never do that. No, to what degree of doing that? No, the highest degree. No, I didn't say extra large. I said medium. I couldn't do that. Okay, so why are you doing that with the picture of the girl for your boss? Oh, hell no. And what Poetik Flakko decided to do was defend his boss. Now, that's your first fight or flight syndrome. You're going to defend your people, your homeboys. I understand that. But you just got done saying, oh, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. And then all of a sudden, that's it. You're defending Gilligan. Something went wrong here, huh? According to your antennas, they weren't circulating right. You weren't, your flux capacitor wasn't working. That's it. They took your Cadillac converter and your rampas going like this. And you're mobbing down the road. Holmes, the mobilization is real, only the smashalization isn't. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, I'm over there with the tortilla and she's busting down. The winner was. But me and her are watching it on the tubo and I'm laughing because I'm like, this vato's a baboso. Look what he did. They caught him up. They got him in the cocaine bear trap. He's done. He just sunk his battleship. They won. Goodbye. Do not pass go. Do not collect your 200. Sorry. Shoots and ladders. Fall down the ladder. Nope. Move. You can't go to Candyland. That's it. And you don't got the golden ticket. He's just, everything that could happen bad happened all in one. And what he proceeded to do made him look even more guilty because he killed the life. See, that's what people do that are guilty of something, or they get put on blast. They kill the life. Oh, hell no. No, shut it down. Shut it down. So they shut it down. And then what he didn't understand is these guys were still recording. They had their own little hookup. You know what I mean? GoPro, right? They went pro on him. And Heisman. And, you know, they're going pro from high school. And they let him know that basically, you know, he was two-faced and his boss, you know, had these allegations, to which he tried to deny. Oh, them are just allegations, man. That didn't never go down. Oh, is that right? Well, here's a video of him saying that he admits to doing it. Them's jokes, y'all. Them's, you know what I mean? Boogaloo Brown didn't really want, that was it for Boogaloo Brown. It was over. He got caught up. But then again, you can't blame Poetik Flakko. He's willing to sell his soul and do anything for everything, or everything for anything. And that's just the type of individual he has displayed, his characteristics of himself that he has displayed. You know, especially when, like, say the stuff went down with Gil and American Cholo and all them, and they pulled up, you know, and didn't pull out. He was nowhere in sight. That vato was under the table, you know, hiding behind Duno's ankle bones. It was ugly. And of course, the real one, AD, stood his ground for to block the city and his town, and did what he was supposed to do. And then we all see what Adam did to him by talking behind his back and basically removing him to bring Boogaloo Brown 2.0 in. Now, I say that to say this. Who is this man that everybody is really watching? Are you not aware that this individual, I know a lot of people like to do that. What's that weird stuff they do? It's called, I forget what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't like things on the tip of my tongue. I don't get down like that. I'm not weird. They like to be conspiracy theorists, right? Oh, he's a plant, or the vato was sent here he's an FBI agent, or whatever they say. I don't believe in none of that hocus pocus. I don't believe in none of that tomfoolery. I don't believe in none of that. You know what I mean? Indubitably, I don't. What I believe in is real. Streets, homie. Barrios, turf, hoods. I'll say it real. Guard. Real ones. Woods. Yeah, real ones, brother. Can I have smoke? You know what I mean? I believe in real ones. And one thing I do know, if it's facts, this is facts. No matter how he ended up on a podcast and doing the damn thing, he's doing it, right? But if you delve into his past, man, he has some highly suspect things that happened, to which he admitted. You know, I remember him running down the street butt naked wearing chicken feathers. Oh, y'all forgot that? You didn't know, huh? He's just different. He's different. You know, old skateboarding, you know, he was a little wild in his time. What are they? What are the Yerky boys? It was just a little different, but when his people are willing to let that go, when people are still willing to say, you know what, it's all right, SPM this, R. Kelly that, this guy this, Michael Jackson that, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. But Adam, oh no, it's all good, homie. Why? Why is that? Why does he get the ghetto pass? I don't understand. I'm starting to agree more and more with Leche every day. I'm starting to see the philosophy and the reasoning behind his thinking. I'm starting to understand that this guy Adam provokes and prevents people from really getting on top. He really, really prods and applies pressure to people, and he likes to turn everything into a circus, and it's all about him at the end of the day playing the victim role. And he has people backing his play on it. But is he really the victim? No, he's out there making victims. You can never get ahead. Now, hopefully AD and Duno does the right thing and all them, and they're able to get ahead. And I wish them nothing but the best and prosperity. And I'll continue to watch their channels and stay plugged in because I like their character. I like the character they display. I like their attitudes. I like the way that they're not only helping themselves, of course, getting up out of bed, rolling up out of there. The Duno has to do an extra roll, but they're doing their roll up out of bed. They're folding that mattress, homeboy, folding their clothes and getting straight. Brush your teeth too, because I know that it looks like a steak. It looks like a steak, but they're getting straight to it. Getting to that bag, but also helping people in the process. You can't knock that. See, Adam's not doing that. You know, Cello, hey, honey. You know, she's over there with 4 black dudes doing her thing. Honey, would we happen to have any Grey Poupon? He's on a different level. Now, I ain't mad at him for getting that bag, but let's state facts here, gente. These vatos, the hunters, they went in there with an agenda and they exposed game, right? You know, Poetik Flakko cut that like, you know, no, you don't understand. It's not like that. It's not like, no, it is like that. Selling your soul to El Diablo. You know what I mean? All that for crumbs on the table, but you ain't able to compete with the heat that real ones bring. That place is chaos. It's a madhouse. Sinking ship. I'm not here trying to stand here and defecate on the character, or am I? One never knows does when the wind's blowing. I'm definitely speaking in the negative, but one thing I'll say for sure is as Raza, all the fans, all the people that watch them over there, do you not see it? They're locked on. It did bad things. It's coming out little by little. It's what happens. When you want to focus the attention on everyone else and make everyone else look negative, as say make everyone else look bad, so I'm scared, boom! It comes right back to you. You know, I'm so scared. You don't understand. I'm not that quit. You know what I mean? Vatos are out of there. You're out. Guard. You know how it is. They're out. That's what it is, man. Sinking ship. It's all bad over there. Them dudes ran up on him, man. Exposed them. He tried to cancel culture down them. Not let them see, you know, people see that. But it is what it is. It's facts. Now, for those of you that are going to continue to support individuals like that, because I ain't seen no paperwork. I don't know. Gunner's just saying what he said. You don't even know what he's talking about. I don't even care. I want to see Adam because do what you do, man. I'm not saying for you to not support him. If that's what you truly want to do, you're a grown man or woman. It's a free world. I say you could do what you want. Just remember, later on, when more things come out, oh man, oh hell no, all right, it was cool when he did the 16, but you know, come on now, Adam, oh hell no. Let's get Pablo. We don't want you over here. You know what I mean? Because remember, you was over there, you might over there, you might doing wild things with young kids. And we don't want that over here. So keep that over there. With that being said, gente, for the raza, you know how we get down. I'm just having fun with it. I'm just capping and clowning. And when I say capping, it's not the type of capping you mean. I ain't lying. It's facts. All you gotta do is watch the videos, do your research. I said that man did some bad things in his life. You know, it's cold that his life is still alive. With that being said, move smooth with a purpose. Go out there, get everything that you want coming to you. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive and struggle and the struggle to strive. It's all about your familia, man. Only you can do it. I try to do it every day for mine. What I got to do is work on these shoulders because they're looking slump right now. I'm all right, I guess. You know, how I look, ladies. Like and subscribe. You already know what it is. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears this lit-ass crown. And I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the coming together of all people. Yes, every once in a while, I will roast someone. Adam, today was your day. Bang, bang. And in that fashion.